Hey, welcome everybody to CP Cards and Dice, and we're going to be playing out the 1988 World Series Game 6 between the Mets and the A's. We're back in Shea Stadium. I should actually have Meet the Mets song playing in the background, and I don't, but we'll get it, we'll bring it up, and so let's go over the lineups real quick. Now, on the mound for the Mets is going to be David Cone. This is an elimination game for the Mets since the series is the Mets are behind in the series 3-2, and so the Mets are bringing up their best. Now, Coney was 20-3 with a 2.22 ERA and 231 innings pitched. He's going to be going against Bob Welch. Welch was 17-9, a 3.64 ERA. And leading it off is going to be the Oakland A's with Stan Javier, switch hitter, playing center field, followed by Carney Lansford at third base, Jose Canseco batting third and right field, Dave Parker the DH, actually the left fielder. There's no DH in this game because it's being played in the National League Park. So Parker, the Cobra, is batting cleanup. Mark McGwire, fifth, playing first base. Ron Hassey, catcher, batting sixth. Tony Phillips, switch hitter, batting seventh. Batting eighth is Walt Weiss. Phillips is playing second base. Walt Weiss then is batting eighth at shortstop, and batting ninth is the pitcher, Bob Welch. Alright, let's get started here using Stratomatic Advanced, and it's Stan Javier. It's going to be a 1-5 against a righty. A 1-5, that's a ground ball to Hernandez at first. He takes it himself, one away. Carney Lansford, right-hander. It's a 1-9er. And that's a split die. 1-2 is a triple, 3-20 is a single, and that's ripped to left for a single for Carney Lansford. He's on at first. Now he's base stealing A, which is 1-15 off the top of my head. And Carter is a +2. We hold him, so basically it's 1-15, and we're going to send Lansford. There he goes, and it's a 20. Carter throws him out. Guns him down, the kid. And that was going to be the second baseman covering 2-4, caught stealing. So there's 2 outs now in the top of the first, and Jose Canseco. So 1-9er. It's going to be a single, line base hit. So Canseco's on at first, and he's a double-A. That's 17, +2, -2. So he's going to go. He's going to run. And he is safe at second base. Stolen base for Jose Canseco. Now, this was his 40-40 year, first player in the history of baseball to achieve a 40-40 season. 40 home runs, 40 stolen bases. The Cobra, 1-9er. And that's going to be a single to center field. and it will allow me to potentially try to score Canseco. That's center field. Our center fielder is Dykstra. I don't think he has an arm rating at all. I think it's a 0. Let's double check that, and it is. So basically, we rolled a 19. Wait a second. Okay, so he's gonna be thrown out because Canseco is 1-16. And I know there's 2 outs, so even 1-18, it wouldn't be there, because I believe there's a +2 with 2 outs. I got to double check that with some guys. Let me know if you're watching this. Is it a +2 with 2 outs on stolen bases and on taking an extra base and so forth? Because you're running on contact, right? So 1-18, we rolled a 19, so Canseco is out. 8-2. So it was a single to center. The throw gets Canseco 8-2. Oh, jeez, what's wrong with me? Why did I just do that? Alright, hold on. Alright, that retires the side. But the A's get 3 hits off Cone here in the first. They failed to score. They have a caught stealing and a thrown out at the plate. And after half an inning of play, 0-0. So let's go over the Mets lineup. Mets lineup is going to lead off Dykstra in center field, batting lead off. Jeffries batting second, third base. Hernandez, first baseman, batting third. Strawberry batting cleanup in right. Fifth place batter is Kevin McReynolds, K-Mac, left field. Carter, the kid. Sixth place batter. Seventh place batter is Johnson, Hojo, Howard Johnson. Playing, oh, no. Hojo should be a shortstop. That's my mistake there. And Wally Backman, second baseman, batting 8th, and batting 9th is Cone. And here's the pitch from Bob Welch. It's a 3-2. Bob Welch is a righty. 3-2 is a hit by pitch, so Dykstra's on. And he's a threat to steal. He's double A. Our catcher Hassey's a 0. They're holding him on, so 1-15. Let's send Dykstra. And nope, he's out at second. Hassey guns him down, so it's going to be 2-4. Actually, Jeffrey's batting from the left side, so it's 2-6. Caught stealing. One away for the Mets. Greg Jeffries. And that's going to be a 6-4. 6-4 is a diamond shot, 18, and that's it's a single, potential ballpark effect single, but it's an out. So it's line to second base, L4, 2 out. Keith Hernandez. We're replaying the 1988 World Series. This is Game 6. Elimination game for the Mets. They need to win this game. 1-8. And that's going to be a split die double single, and that's ripped to right for a single. It's a 2-out single for Keith Hernandez. He's not a threat to steal. Darryl Strawberry, a 1-6, and that's a base on balls. So with 2 out. Mets now have 2 base runners, and it's Kevin McReynolds. Here's the pitch to the right-handed hitting McReynolds. It's going to be a 4-6. A 4-6 is a strikeout, and that retires the side. Mets pick up 1 hit, they leave 2, and at the end of 1, no score. David Cone on the mound for the Mets. He's going to be facing Mark McGuire. 3-9. 3-9 is a base on ball, so McGuire's on with a walk. Doesn't say his on base percentage, but he did have 76 walks. He's gotten quite a few over this series. 2-8. That's going to be split die, double, single. That's going to be a 9, and that's going to be line to center field. Ron Hasse, and that's going to move. What is that? 8. And that's going to allow Mark McGuire to go to third. So it's first and third. That's the 4th hit allowed by Cohen in just 1 inning. And it's going to be Phillips with first and third. Tony Phillips, here's the pitch. Infield's back for the Mets, or halfway for the double play. 2-9. 2-9, that's a base on balls. Wow. So we got, so far, 4 hits and 2 walks in 1 inning for Cone. Bases are loaded. Infield's halfway, so they're willing to give up a run to avoid a big inning here. Walt Weiss, switch hitter, batting from the left side. 3-6. That's going to be a 1-5 single. It's a 4. That's line base hit. It's a 1 star, so that means only 1 run will come in. Bases are still loaded. Infield again. The corners are going to be brought in. That's going to be a 3-5 on the pitcher, a 3-5. Hopefully it's a strikeout. No, it's a ground ball A. 3-5 ground ball A. With the infield in. Runner on third up. If bases loaded except for these 3, the runner on third is out. The batter is safe. Others advance 1 base. Okay, so it's going to be a 6-2 force out, or fielder's choice. Bases are still loaded now. 1 away. And Stan Javier. Let's make sure that Bob Welch is a 1. Make sure we looked at a 1. Good. Okay. Stan Javier. Corners are in. Middle infielders halfway. And here's the pitch. This will be a 4 against Javier, batting from the left side. A 4-8, and that's a strikeout. Huge strikeout for Coney. And that's out number 2. First strikeout of the game for David Cone. And now it's Carney Lansford. Now this is a big batter to get out of this inning. It's going to be a 6. A 6-5 is a split die, 1-5 triple. I haven't looked at what the result of the 20-sided die is. Otherwise, it's a deep fly to center field, and Dykstra runs it down, and he does with the roll of a 7. So that's going to be F8, and the Mets get out of big-time trouble with only 1 run coming across. They had 2 more hits, so that's 5 hits and 2 walks over the course of 2 innings for the A's. Cone better settle down, because this is do or die for the Mets. Bob Welch will be facing Carter Johnson and Backman. 1-0 Oakland A's in the bottom of the 2nd. This will be a 4-6. 4-6 is a strikeout. Carter down swinging. Howard Johnson. Be a 5. Johnson is batting from the left side. A 5-3. That's a fly out right field X. The right fielder, Canseco, a 3. Rerolled a 7. A 3 on a 7. That's a fly ball that Canseco runs down. 2 outs. Howard Johnson flies to right. And Wally Backman. A 6-6, and that's 1-3 single. It's a 13, so that's line and caught by the second baseman Phillips, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. Welch is looking good. Unlike his counterpart, Cone. Cone's given up 5 hits in 2 innings and 2 walks. See if he can settle down in this inning. It's going to be Canseco, Bash brother. 1-8. 1-8 is a potential home run. And here at Chase Stadium. Oh, okay, wait a second. Here it is, Chase Stadium. Oh, that's right, it's different than the other one. Okay. New York NL. 1-6 is a single, 1-7 is a home run. We rolled a 5. That's a deep drive to left field. Back goes McReynolds to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. Jose Canseco gets a hold of a meatball over the plate and puts it into the left field seats. The A's are up 2-0. Mets fans are not happy. Cone's allowed 6 hits now, and 2 runs and 2 walks in 2 innings. Dave Parker, 4-5, and that's going to be a fly ball, shallow right. Strawberry, 1 away. Mark McGwire, 5-4, that's a strikeout. So McGwire down swinging, 2 outs. Ron Hasse, he's 1 for 1, singled, 1-2, and that's a deep drive to right field. Back goes Strawberry to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. 3-0 A's. Ron Hasse connects against David Cone, and David Cone wishes he had that pitch back. 3-0 A's. 2 home runs in this inning, one by Canseco leading it off, and now with 2 outs, Ron Hasse. And it's David Cone facing Tony Phillips, who walked in the second. Here's the pitch. 1-8, and that's going to be a strikeout. And that's out number 3. That retires the side, but not before. 2 big hits, 2 big runs, and the A's lead at 3-0 going to the bottom of the 3rd. Mets cannot afford to fall any farther behind in this game. This is an elimination game for the Mets. It's going to be David Cone. Cone is a 2, and we got the 2 here. All right. See what happens now. Cone is a a left-handed batter. No power. 2-8. That's a strikeout. Cone down swinging. 3rd strikeout for Welch. And it's Lenny Dykstra. He was hit by a pitch in the 1st. 4-10, that's a fly ball center field X. Our center fielder's a 2. We rolled a 19. 2-19, that's a ball that Javier runs down. 2 away. And Greg Jeffries. 5-4, that's a fly ball lifted to right. Under it is Canseco, retires the side, 3 up, 3 down. That's 7 in a row, retired by Welch. After 3, it's A's 3, Mets nothing. Walt Weiss. And that's going to be, again, a diamond shot. And we rolled a 4. That's a deep drive by Weiss. Right field. Back goes Strawberry to the track. Looks up. It's out of here. Walt Weiss. And, oh, no, wait a second. Against a right-handed pitcher, he's a W, so he won't be getting a home run. I didn't think so. That's actually going to be a single from what I remember. Single for Weiss. That's his 2nd hit of the game. Welch is going to bunt. Rolled a 10. He's a C bunter. Batter safe. Leading runner is thrown out by pitcher. It's going to be 1-6. 1-6 fielder's choice. So Welch is on at first. Stan Javier. It'll be a 5-7 ground ball shortstop X. Our shortstop is a 4, and we rolled a 4 on the 20-sided die. That's going to be a single. Runners advance 2 bases, so to third goes Welch. A ball that Hojo didn't have the range to get to. Carney Lansford runs on first and third. Infield is in now, except for actually we're going to keep the whole infield is in right now. 5-9er. Split die. Wait a second. Okay, split die. Let's see. 5-9. It's a strikeout. 2 out. And that's strikeout number 4 for Cone. So Lansford goes down swinging, leaves with the runners on first and third, and now it's Jose Canseco who homered earlier. That's going to be a 6-7. A righty 6-7. That's going to be a base on balls. Bases are loaded for the Cobra, excuse me. 3-8. 3-8. That's going to be a ball 4. That's going to walk in a run. 4-0 A's. Bases are loaded, and now it's Mark McGwire. Wow. All right, so we have some action in the Met bullpen, and we're going to have to go to the bullpen because Cone just doesn't have it today. And we're going to bring in Rick Aguilera. Rick Aguilera is coming in to replace Cone. Bases loaded, 4-0 A's. There's 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Mark McGwire. It's going to be a 4-6. That's going to be a single to center. Canseco's on at second. So we're going to try to score Canseco. And it's a 1, so he is safe. So that's going to be Javier comes in to score. Canseco comes in to score. Parker, we don't know what happens to him. Throw to the plate, yes. So he's going to go to third on the throw. And it's a 2-run, 2-out single by McGwire. And McGwire's going to go to second on the throw home as well. Ron Hasse now. Second and third. Hasse is 2 for 2, a single and a home run. And where's my... Oh, here it is. It's a 2-8. 2-8 against a righty. That's a split die. Double single. 15. That's going to be a single. 2 runs are going to come in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8-0 A's. Big time depression here. Now I had a bunch of guys respond to the 1991 giveaway. Today's game is about Zoilo Versalles and his stolen bases. How many stolen bases did Zoilo Versalles have in 1965? And if you send that to combatpainter@yahoo.com, I'm gonna have a raffle before my whatever game I do, and then we'll pick a winner, and I'll just mail it out. I've never taken it out of the box. I bought it online. I don't know why, because 1991 season is not a season that I've had any reason to play. There's nothing wrong with it, but with all the other seasons that I have, I don't know that I'm ever going to get to it. So anyway, I wanted to send it to somebody so they can enjoy it. It's going to be Tony Phillips now. It's 8-0 A's. I mean, this is mind-bending. 1, 2 walks. So Cone had a horrible game. 9 hits, 4 walks. I mean, it's even hard for me to believe I'm saying that. 9 hits, 4 walks, 8 runs in what was a huge game for the Mets. So Coney let us down big time. It was just... Alright, here goes. Rick Aguilera to Tony Phillips. And that's going to be a 3-11, and that's going to be a ballpark effect chart single, 1-6, and we rolled a 17, so that's lined and caught by the second baseman, L4, and that retires the side. But not before the A's pick up 5 huge runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 big hits, and they lead it 8-0. Bob Welch against Keith Hernandez. Hernandez is 1 for 1. He's singled. Be a 4-8. That's a walk. So Hernandez walks. Now Hernandez is a kind of quirky, colorful announcer, color guy, color commentator for the Mets broadcasts that I watch. He's a pretty funny guy. 5-5 against the lefty Strawberry. That's a ground ball, second base. Hernandez goes to second. 1 out. Kevin McReynolds with 1 out, and Hernandez on at second. Here's the pitch. That's a 3-12, and that's going to be a strikeout. Strikeout number 4. 2 outs. And the Kid Carter. 3-11. It's a big ground ball to short. And that retires the side. Mets lead 1, and after 4, 8-0 A's. Rick Aguilera facing Walt Weiss. Weiss is 2 for 2. Foul ball, foul straight back. Here's the pitch. It's a 6-8 against a lefty. That's going to be a strikeout. Pitcher Welch. Welch is a righty, 4-9. That's going to be a single up the middle and through to center field. So Welch is on with a single. Stan Javier. Oh, foul ball. Pull down the line, but foul. 6-9 versus a switch hitter batting lefty. 6-9 is a fly ball lifted to shallow left. McReynolds there. 2 away. And Carney Lansford. 1-7, ground ball shortstop. Hojo flips to Backman, and that retires the side with the force out. So after 4.5, it's 8-0 A's. The A's have 7, 11, 12 hits against Met pitching. It's going to be Howard Johnson, Wally Backman, and David Cone in the bottom of the 5th. 3-9, that's going to be split die, and that's going to be a ball that's driven into the gap, and that's going to roll to the wall. Hojo around first into second base. Here's the throw, and he is safe. Wally Backman, 1-6. It'll be a single, and we're going to hold up Hojo on that. So the first two batters reach on hits. Now it's going to be Aguilera's spot. Going to bring in a pinch hitter. Going to be Mookie Wilson. All right, here's the pitch from Bob Welch to Mookie Wilson. A 6-10. It's a catcher X. Our catcher is Hassey's a 3. We rolled a 16. A 3-16 says pass ball, pop out. So one runner scores on the pass ball. Other runners advance. And then it's a pop-up. Hassey throws his mask away, makes the catch. Lenny Dykstra now, runner on second. 1-6. It's going to be a fly ball. Shallow center. Running in is Javier, makes the catch, two-way. And Greg Jeffries. Jeffries is 0 for 2 today. 3-6, that's a single line base hit. And that's they're gonna stop. They're gonna hold Backman at third, first and third now, with 2 outs. And it's Keith Hernandez. Here's the pitch to Keith. It's a 4-5. That's popped up right side. McGuire calls for it, makes the catch, and that retires the side. Mets get 3 hits and 1 run. And at the end of 5, it's 8-1 A's. Roger McDowell is going to be the new pitcher for the Mets. He's going to be facing Canseco, Parker, and McGuire. Now, McDowell was 5-5 with a 2.63 ERA in 69 innings. Here's the pitch from McDowell to Canseco. Say 3-6, and that's going to be a base on balls. Dave Parker, 1-7. That's a strikeout. All right, Mark McGuire steps into the box. McGuire is 1 for 2, a walk, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. That's going to be a 5-7. 5-7 is a strikeout. Strikeout number 2, out number 2 for McDowell. Ron Hassey now. Hassey is 3 for 3. 2 singles, 3 RBIs, home run. So he's having the day of his life. If he fouls that one back. We have 1-11. That's going to be a hit by pitch. So maybe a little retaliation there for the heck of a day that he's having against the Mets. First and second with 2 outs. Roger McDowell's pitch to Tony Phillips. Phillips is 0 for 2 on the day. Say 2-6. A 2-6 is a split die. 1 is a double, and that's going to be lined down, pulled down the line, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall. Bounce around out there. After it is Strawberry. Around to score is going to be Canseco stopping at third. It's going to be Hasse. So a 2-out RBI double by Phillips. And it's 9-1 now. Next is Weiss. The pitch to Weiss. A 2-7. A 2-7 is a ground ball. Backman. And that retires the side. But the A's pick up 1 run on 1 hit, and they lead it 9-1 after 5.5. Bob Welch is on the mound for the A's. He will be facing Strawberry. Using Stratomatic Advance. Here's the pitch to Strawberry. It's going to be a split die 7. That's line caught by the second baseman. L4. 1 away. Kevin McReynolds. Big grounded is short. Weiss up with it. Fires to first. 2 outs. Gary Carter. That's going to be an X play. We rolled an 11 on the second baseman. Our second baseman is Phillips. He's a 4. So that's an 11 on a 4. We're going to have to go into his error rating. And his error rating is an E18. An E18. Gonna have to roll 3 dice for that. E18. A10, and that's going to be a ground ball. Phillips over to first, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Welch in the bottom of the 6th, and after 6, it's 9-1 A's here. Game 6 of the 1988 World Series that has the Oakland A's up 3-2. So this is the elimination game for the Mets, and Johnson. What's going on here? What was it? Okay, that was Johnson there. Now it's going to be Welch leading it off. He's a 1-pitcher hitting card, Bob Welch. That's a 5. That's going to be off McDowell. A 5. Welch is a what? A righty. 5-10, that's a fly out center field X. Our center fielder is a 2. We rolled a 15. .215, and that's a ball that Dykstra runs down. 1 out. Stan Javier. And that's going to be a split die, lined and caught by the second baseman. L4. 2 out. Split die again, and that's lined and caught by the shortstop. A lot of those. 3 up, 3 down for McDowell. Here in the top of the 7th after 6.5. 9-1 A's. Game 6 of the 1988 World Series between the Mets, the alternative World Series between the Mets and the A's, to see what would have happened. It'll be Howard Johnson leading it off for the Mets in the bottom of the 7th. Welch is still on the mound for the A's. Pitching a 4-hitter so far. That's going to be a base on balls to Johnson. So Johnson's on at first, and it's Wally Backman. Backman's 1 for 2 on the day. It's going to be a fly ball lifted to shallow right. Canseco there. And we're going to get a pinch hitter. It's going to be Mackey Sasser. Mackey Sassers coming to pinch hit with Johnson on at first. Here's the pitch to Sassers, a lefty. And that's going to be a base on balls. First and second now. And Leach is going to be our next pitcher. Where is he? All right, first and second, and it's Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra is 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. There's the pitch to Dykstra. 6, and that's a strikeout. Big strikeout for Welch. Got Dykstra to go after the curve. Strikeout number 5, out number 2 here in the bottom of the 7th. Excuse me. And it's Greg Jeffries. Here's the pitch to Jeffries. 3-2, that's line and caught by the second baseman. Right there is Phillips, and that retires the side. Mets lead 2, score none, and at the end of 7, 9-1 A's. Now it's going to be Canseco against Terry Leach. Canseco, Parker, and McGuire against Leach. Tell you a little bit about Leach. He was 7-2 with a 2.54 ERA in 92 innings, so he had a pretty good season. Here's the pitch to Canseco. It's be a 1-12. And that's going to be a ballpark single, and it's a 2, so that's a line drive base hit for Canseco to lead off the top of the 8th inning. They're rolling a lot of low numbers in that D20. Here's Dave Parker, and that's going to be a ground ball to third base. Jeffries up with it to Backman at second, back to first, not in time. It's going to be a 5-4 fielder's choice. Parker's on at first. Mark McGuire now. It's be line base hit single. Stopping at second is going to be Parker, first and second. Ron Hassey. It's going to be a grounder to Hernandez. Both runners are going to move up. He's going to take it himself. So it's 3 unassisted. 2 outs now. And it's Phillips, Tony Phillips. Phillips is 1 for 3. Doubled in a run in the 6th inning. Here's the pitch to Phillips. It'll be a 1-8. A 1-8. That's going to be a strikeout. So that retires the side. The A's lead 2, and after 7.5, 9-1 A's. So in the bottom of the 8th for the Mets, they're down to the last 6 outs before being eliminated. Keith Hernandez, Strawberry, and McReynolds facing Bob Welch. This will be a 6-7, and that's going to be a strikeout. Number 6 for Welch. 1 away. Next is Darryl Strawberry. See a fly ball lifted deep right field. Back goes Canseco to the track, makes the catch. 2 out. Kevin McReynolds with 2 out in the bottom of the 8th. Big grounded is short. Weiss over to first, retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. Go to the top of the 9th. It's 9-1 A's in Game 6 elimination game for the Mets. Terry Leach against Walt Weiss. It's a strikeout. Second strikeout for Leach. One away now. Bob Welch. 1-9. That's a strikeout. 2 out. And what was that? 2? Is he 2? No, he's a 1. What do we roll? 110? Yeah, it's a strikeout anyway. Okay. And Javier. Javier is 1 for 5 today. I think it'd be a 6-10. It's going to be a ground ball, third base, X. We have a 4. Our third baseman is a... What is that? It looks like it says a 2 on there. Is it a 2? Yeah, Jeffrey. No, Jeffries is a 3. Jeffries is a 3, and it does say 3 there. Okay, so we rolled a 4. A 3. We rolled a 4. That's a single. Round ball through into right field under Jeffrey's glove. And now it's Lansford. Lansford is, what was that, a single in the first? 1 for 5. Be a 5-5. That's going to be a split die double single. It's a 15. That's going to be cut off quickly by Dykstra, and they get it in. Runner advances to third, so Javier to third, first and third with 2 outs. That's going to be Canseco. Top of the 9th. 1-5. That's a deep drive to left field. Back goes McReynolds, looks up, and it's out of here. 3-run home run. 12 to 1. A's. Canseco unloads. And you know that Leach wishes he had that pitch back. A 1-5 on Canseco's card. Will do it. 3-run shot for Jose. 3 RBIs. That's his second home run of the game. And he has a stolen base. Dave Parker now. Oh, it's fouled straight back. All right. 6-7. Ground ball shortstop X. That's a 20. On a shortstop who's a 4, that's a ball that Hojo gets to over to first, and that retires the side, but not before more damage done here with a 3-run shot by Jose Canseco, his second home run and fourth hit of the day. And it's 12 to 1 now. Mets are down to the last 3 outs. It's going to be Gary Carter leading it off against... I'm going to bring in Dennis Eckersley to finish it off, so he's on the mound when the ball game is over. Dennis Eckersley. All right. Twelve to 1, bottom of the 9th, Game 6 of our 1988 World Series replay of how it should have been had the Mets made it to the World Series. Mets are down 3-2. They're down in this one 12 to 1. It's going to be Gary Carter, Dennis Eckersley. Okay. It's going to be a 3-8. It's going to be a line drive base hit to right, excuse me. So leadoff batter is on, Gary Carter. Next is Howard Johnson. Looks like the cards are a little bit out of order. A little bit. Here's the pitch from Eckersley. It's going to be a 6-8. That's a fly ball center field. To his left is Javier, makes the catch, one away. Wally Backman. 6-6. That's a strikeout. 2 away now. And we're going to get a pinch hitter for the pitcher spot. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? Be Tim Tuffle. All right, Mets are down to the last out. 1-9. That's going to be a base on balls. So first and second now. And it's going to be leadoff batter Dykstra. I think we put him in here somewhere. No. Lenny Dykstra. First and second, 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Game 6, elimination game for the Mets here in the 1988 World Series replay. Dykstra's up. Eckersley's on the mound. The A's are leading it 12-1. They're 1 out away from winning it all. Here's the pitch. It's a 2-6. A 2-6. That's going to be a ground ball. First base. McGuire's there. Steps on the bag. And the series is over. The A's have won it. Final score: A's 12, Mets 1. Cone had an atrocious day. Series is over, guys. I thought the Mets could have done a little bit more, but I was pretty impressed by the A's offense. You know, the A's had it all here, especially today. Canseco's going to be the MVP with 4 hits. 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. 2 home runs, 2 singles. Jose Canseco. And Hasse reached base 4 out of 5 times. He had 2 singles and a home run with 3 RBIs. David Cone just had an atrocious start. Gave up 8 runs. And Bob Welch is going to get the win. Eckersley's on the mound for the celebration. And that's all she wrote. Now, again, for the giveaway of the set, you gotta answer all 6 questions on Zoilo. You gotta answer all 6 questions. I got some guys just answering 1 question. So that's not enough, because you got to answer all 6 questions. I have 1 question in each of the broadcasts, so I'm going to give you a couple of days to do that, and I'm thinking maybe Saturday we'll do the raffle. I got about 10 guys right there right now, but not everybody has all the answers, so I have to go over the emails and see who's got, you know. So do 1 email for each answer, or you can do all 6. Doesn't matter, because I can look once I open 1 email, I'll see, hey, he answered all 6 there. All right, and that's about it, guys. So that's Stratomatic Advanced. Pretty good series up till this game. This game was atrocious. Welch here pitched basically a 4-hitter, 8 innings, 4 hits. He had 6 strikeouts. He walked 2, 3, and he hit 4, and he hit one batter. So, I mean, Welch showed up. Cone didn't. That was the difference in this game. I expected Cone to do way better, but just even from in the first inning, he gave up 3 hits, and everything was off the batter's cards. So he really had very little effect on what was going on. Everything came off the batter's card. It just so happened that, you know, that was the deal. So, all right, this is CP basically saying I'll see you guys soon.